Hello, hi guys. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. Kindly like, subscribe, comment, and share. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that every single time I post a new episode, you have that pop-up notification. Okay, so on today's topic, I want to talk about something that is very serious, something that is affecting most of our relationships out here: ignorance. And when I talk about ignorance, I don't mean that you just the normal ignorance. No, ignorance in general, because there's a lot of things that goes on in a relationship that needs you to pay attention. So ignorance is not an option when it comes to a relationship. If you know you're ignorant, a relationship is not for you. Because in a relationship, you need to know when someone is in an off mode. You need to know when someone doesn't want to listen to you. You need to know when someone has become violent. You need to know and to read when someone is not happy around you anymore. You should be able to notice within the first few minutes that someone has changed the way they act around you. Because love is one of the most beautiful things, yet it is one of the most complicated subjects that have ever come to exist. Compared to maths, it's a nothing compared to maths. I tell you that for free. See, when it comes to love, when it comes to a relationship, you need to be able to have a PhD, a master's degree, a bachelor's, a diploma, and a certificate, and a higher education, and a license, because you need all of this to operate this thing. It's not even like a vehicle. Actually, it's more complicated than a vehicle because it can take you to the wrong place. You can have a terrible accident. You can have a terrible head-on collision. Sometimes you can have a smooth ride. Sometimes you can have an exciting ride. And sometimes you can have a nasty ride. Now, there are three sides of everything. There are three sides to a coin. Yeah, there are three sides to a coin: the head, the tails, and the sides. That is also a side. I mean, the curve itself, it's a circle. Yeah, okay. Anyways, when I talk about it, I want to talk about ignorance, because so many women and so many men ignore things that actually come to affect them in the future. Now, when I talk about ignorance, I want to insist, because if you see a guy acting weird, something is wrong. And if there are people who cannot keep a secret, cannot hide the truth from you, the men. A man who has decided to leave you will not fake it. They are not us, please. Do not think you can change a man. A man who has decided he wants this type of a woman will eventually get that type of a woman. So during the days that you're dating this person, pay attention and make sure you ask that question: what kind of a woman do you want to settle down with? If you hear A, B, C, D, please do not, I repeat, do not omit B and C simply because you don't have them and expect that he will settle for A and D. No. If that is the list he has, that is the list he will follow. He will just use you as a roadblock and then take you out of the way after that and may use you as a bridge. And there's nothing as bad as falling in love with someone who is not interested in settling down with you, because it is the worst heartbreak of all time. It's always about, oh, it's not you, it's me. It's you what? What do you mean it's you? If it's you, then change the way you are acting. It's just about saying yes or no. What do you mean when you tell me it's not you, it's me? How am I supposed to handle that? Should I come and be you and you come and be me? If it's you, if you are the problem, then why in the first place did you even get me into a position where I have to go through emotional blackmail and emotional breakdown to be able to stand up? Now, when it comes to ignorance in a man, why do you ignore a woman who is constantly disobeying you? This is always going to be a problem. If you know you're the kind of man whose ego can never come down even in marriage, because at some point in marriage, your ego will be shaped. It will be nurtured. Yes, it will be taken care of as a child. Now, aside from that, why should you settle for someone that you can see clearly that this person is she's like a she, she's a he she, as in, do you understand me? She's like a woman who has the attitude or the gesture or the posture of a man. Yeah, yeah, something like that. If you think, or if you even have the slightest idea that you can also change a woman, what you can do is you can tame her, but you can't change her. A woman who has been a gold digger will continue being a gold digger to the end. A woman who has been dishonest and always cheats will continue to cheat up to the end of days. And I'm saying this again. You can tame a woman, but you can't change her. You cannot tame a man, and you cannot change him. A man decides. And that is why women are not the ones that ask men to get married. No, no, darling. You are not the one who suggested the marriage. He wanted to marry you. That is why he married you. If you have a man and you have been dating for more than 8 months and nothing serious is coming out of it, he doesn't want to marry you. That man is not settled. That man is not ready to settle down. Why should you date someone for more than 8 months if you have no plans whatsoever to even just propose? You can just propose to her and let her feel like maybe you're going to get married in the next near future, which might just be in 2 years. I mean, take your time after securing the goods. You've started taking your time even before securing the goods. What kind of a business is that? How do you go to a shop and start using or even start selling the products that you've not even paid for? How? And when I say this, I don't mean that you can't sleep with her because you've not married her. I'm not even talking about sex, because the women don't have a problem with giving themselves to men. Well, I don't want to get into that right now. I'm talking about you wanting this woman to devote her entire life, her job, her duties, her family, to just ignore the existence of every other thing and just mind you and you alone. That is it's very selfish of you, and it's very shallow. How do you even do that? How do you sleep? Well, ignorance is not a tool that is very profitable to you when you're in a relationship, because when a man decides that he wants a child and you're not ready for that, because of course he'll know. He won't show you, but he'll know. He'll attempt and see your reaction. And the way we react is the answer that he needs. So if you have a bad reaction to whatever he wants, automatically you're out of the line. Yes, darling, you are. And men, if a woman stays with you long and she's ready to get married and she's ready for all the magic and the proposal and the flowers and the dates and everything and the introduction, and then you don't do it, she'll give you time. But if there crosses a man who is ready to do that within 3 months, my friend, you're forgotten. Just like that, una overtakiwa. If you think you know the streets of Nairobi, if you think you know how matatus in Nairobi take over, try a woman who is desperate to get married and is dating a man for 2 years who has never ever mentioned anything about proposal or even a date or even taking you to my parents or even going home or even my friends, you'll see the way overtaking is done properly. Properly. How do you even date a man who has not even shown you his friends? Let me tell you, ladies, don't ignore the small things. They matter. He cannot introduce you to the boys. Why? He's not comfortable. And you're not the one. It's very simple. He's never taken you home. You've never even said hi to any of his siblings, or even a cousin, or even a best friend, a BFF. What? Who are you? You're a stranger. Do you know what you are? You're just a booty call. And you're just there because you're there to satisfy his needs. Baby boy, she has not accepted any offer of going anywhere in public with you. It's either she's taken or you are sharing or mumepatikana tu nyi wote. Mumepatana, two players playing the same game, and it's very sad. It's very sad because there has to be a winner. There has to be a winner. And it's sad because one of the parties will get terribly hurt. You know, the best thing about not cheating is that you're on the safe. You know you are on the right track. The worst part about cheating is if you are also cheating and then it happens that both of you are cheating and you are not the one who broke up the relationship. It hurts. It fucking hurts more than it can if you were a virgin. It hurts even more because you are not the one who made the move. So because you don't want to get that kind of hurt, please just avoid it. Avoid the drama. I'm not saying don't keep your options open. Please do. Ladies, please do. These men cannot be relied on. Yes, and I'm very honest when I say that. You cannot rely on a man because they change the way you change your TV with the remote. It's the same way they change. Women, at least they can try. They can try and weigh and say, at least he knows how to cook. At least he knows how to dress. At least, but please, baby girl, don't forget, it's not just you that has eyes. Everyone else outside there can see you, okay? They can see him. They can smell his good perfume. They can see his pretty smile. They can hear his deep voice. Please, don't be shallow-minded. Don't just look for things that every other person can see. Look for things that not many can see. So, it's been your girl. I hope you've had a nice one. Tuonane. Bye bye. Mwah. I love you.